For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a resin bezel bracelet. The supplies that you will need include one bezel bracelet, 7 to 8 small images or designs. Those can be photographs, magazine clippings, pieces of art that you create or paint. For this particular tutorial, we are going to use small pieces of magazine. And the amount that you choose is based on the bezel bracelet that you selected. If you chose the one that has the squares, there are 7 bezels. If you chose the one with the circles, there are 8. You will need Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. And then an optional item is glitter and a toothpick, and that's if you want to add a little extra embellishment on top of the resin as it starts to set up. So let's begin. Okay, so to begin with your bezel bracelet, you can see I have my images all ready to go. So depending on what image you want to use and which bezel you choose, that will affect what's going in these. So if you chose the one that had the circles, you would need your images to be circular. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to do one of these here and show you how you're going to create the clear dome, which is created using resin, or what we're using is the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic. This stuff is really nice just because it doesn't have the really strong odor that resin has, and I like to use it in my classrooms because the kids can have the little bottles at their tables and use them themselves. So you'll place an image in, and you can just place it in there. If you want to put a little drop of glue down first to hold them in place, that's fine as well. And then what I'm also going to do is add some of this crushed glitter, this glass glitter in a champagne color. So once I put the resin in, I'm going to put just a little bit of that in some areas just to add a few accents and a little extra embellishment. So to begin, I'm going to take the lid off here. And again, you know, this is a really short tutorial because basically all you're doing is putting your image in, filling it with the dimensional magic here. You want to make sure you're working on a level surface, and it's going to come out looking like it is. If you've ever used Mod Podge before, you'll know that it almost looks like it's like glue, or like a kind of a translucent glue, but it will dry clear. So once I have that done, I'm going to use my toothpick, make sure I get it all in there. There's a little bubble there, and try to pop, and those usually tend to settle on their own anyway. And again, you want to keep that surface really level. Okay, and then the last thing that I'm going to do is, like I said, I want to add just a little bit of glitter, and I'm not going to add it over the whole piece. I just want to put it in a few spots on here, so I'm going to put it kind of on the corner. And you're going to make a mess, and that's okay. So I put it here just on kind of the left side in the lower corner. So I'm going to go ahead and finish all of these, and when I come back, it'll be finished up so you can see the final product. Alright, I let the Mod Podge Dimensional Magic dry overnight, so now it is each of the bezels, they have hardened up. And at this point, the last thing to do is, if you want to go back and if you see that any of the either resin or dimensional magic, depending on what you used, if it's settled in the bezel and you want it to have more of a dome effect, so a little more rounded, because when I look at these, there are a couple of them that the surface of them is more concave, and I would like it to be a little more dome. So I might just go back and add another layer, just a really thin layer of that dimensional magic on top to give it more of that effect. Other than that, everything's done. Your bracelet's finished up and it's ready to wear. Please visit our website at www.cnhsart.com.